Okay, well, this is kind of reviewish stuff. I'm going to ignore these last two bullet points for just a minute. So let's come and make sure we've talked about these files. You should know what's in the Etsy shadow file. You should know what's in the Etsy password file. You should know what's in Etsy group. And we've reviewed all those. Now let me talk a minute about Etsy skel. We haven't talked about that. So if I jump back over here, if you can recall, I'm logged in as my sudo user, sudo add user Sally. Now, the only part I care about is this. We already know what all these lines do above. So what happens? Great, we create a new user with a UID and a GID. We create our home directory, and then we copy files from Etsy skel into that user's home directory. Now, I'm just going to kill it right there because I don't really want to add Sally, I hope. Let me see if I can. Awesome. So, oops. I already said that. Yeah. Whatever. So, we did add Sally, but that's all right. Let's just look in Etsy password, or Etsy skel. So, there's nothing there. Well, let's do ls minus l, Etsy skel. Let's do ls minus la to see hidden files. Okay, so this is our Etsy skel directory. What Etsy skel is this is the template for new home directories. Keep that in mind. It's only for new home directories when a user is created using the add user command. You use any other command to create users, probably won't work, but the add user command will. So let's say that I'm going to do sudo mkdir Etsy skel public HTML. So now if I do that ls minus la, you see that, so all new users, when at the time I execute the add user command, will be, whatever's in this Etsy skel directory will be copied into their home directory. So they'll all receive a bash logout, a bash rc, a dot profile, which are all hidden. That's why I had to do the -a. They'll also all be given a public HTML directory. So now let's do a sudo add user Nancy. And it says it's copying. Awesome. And let's do ls home Nancy. Oh, well, let's do -la. Awesome. So all that stuff, including the public HTML directory, was copied over into Nancy's home directory. Well, let's look at, who was the other one I created? Betty or Sally or something? -la. Whoa. So she got the bash logout, bash rc dot profile. Why didn't she get public HTML? And if you answered, because I created her before I modified Etsy skel, then you are correct. One of the key or common errors that students make in this class is they don't edit Etsy skel prior to creating their users. So you need to edit Etsy skel the way it needs to be edited before you add any new users. Okay, so we did that. And I'll pause there.